it's your girl Drea back with another video, and I have a special guest with me. Can you guys guess? It's the mom. Okay, so welcome to Drives with Mom, and this is my first Drive with Mom video ever, and we're gonna be talking about dance life as a dance mom. I'm gonna be asking her a series of questions, so let's get right into it. So keep in mind, the mom has not seen these questions at all, and some of them will be raw. We don't filter things around here, right, Mom?
We don't.
No. All right, so Mom, first question: why did you put me in dance, and how did you know it was the right activity for me?
Actually, it was your decision. I had you signed up for soccer, for little karate classes. We ended up at a festival, you and I, and we were sitting watching these little dancers and performers on stage, and the first thing you said to me was, "Mom, I want to do that." You were 3 years old, and I said, "Okay, we'll try you in a little dance class and see how it goes," and it stuck.
Yeah, clearly it did. So good job, Mom. What age did you put me in dance?
You were 3 years old when you first started dance, and your first class was ballet.
Oh, cute.
Put you in soccer. You didn't like the shoes because they were black.
I do like other black things, though, let's just be clear.
And you were just anxious to actually serve everybody the oranges at halftime. You would get a goal and I would be screaming, ecstatic, super happy, like, you scored. And you were like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I didn't.
When's ballet?
Give them an example of what our routine was like since I started competitive dance. So like going anywhere from like daily, like the weekly to the weekend routine. Like what, like just real quick, it was pretty crazy, right?
It was insane. After your first ballet class that I signed you up for, you went competitive at the age of 4. So within your first little years, you were competitive right away. And life got busy immediately. You were in kindergarten, doing 4 to 5 classes a week, plus little homeworks, plus, some daycare time. I was a full-time working mom. Bring you to school, rush home after work, pick you up. I would already have your dance equipment, dance bag in the back of the car, lunch or dinner prepared. You would eat your dinner in the car, and off to the studio. We wouldn't even get home until maybe 8, 9 o'clock. I would spend many of my nights after I put you to bed, making up your dance bag for the next day, making lunches and supper again to travel with in the car, staying up till midnight just to make sure that you and I were both organized and scheduled properly, and we had everything we needed in the car.
You know what's funny though is that we still do that routine though. Like there's still like some days where it's like, if we're traveling together, we still stay up till midnight and we put things in the car the night before, like the day we have to leave. Like that routine still stuck with us.
You have to be organized, otherwise the schedule, competitive dance schedule, is going to overrun you. You have to make sure you run it.
How did you feel watching me at my first dance competition? And by the way, what was I can't remember, what was my first dance comp number? Was it Copacabana? Was that one?
I don't think it was Copacabana. I think it was Jitterbug.
Oh, Jitterbug.
Oh, right, sitting in the stage where I knew that my daughter was on stage where she needed to be, and I knew that sitting in those seats was meant for me to be watching. It was her turn.
Oh, mommy. To be up there. Thanks,
It's
Mom.
true, it's true. Yeah.
Let me play Jitterbug for you guys real quick. I'm doing so many Hichiku ball changes right now in my head. What was it like doing full stage makeup on a 5-year-old?
It was, for performing, it was required for the lights on the stage, pictures that we're going to be taking at the competitions. You know, it was for performance only.
Yeah.
So I had no problems applying the makeup to you.
Describe your life with organizing costumes.
Organizing costumes was like an art and passion of mine. I love doing it. A lot of moms will agree with this out there. If it required rhinestones, you actually got excited about it, because rhinestoning, you can't have enough glitter, right? You can't have enough sparkle and shine. So that was fun. I preferred to make sure that the costume was right on you because you were a different type of build.
I was a little thicky.
I preferred to make sure that your costume was pinned by me, fixed by me, secured by me.
What was it like driving to rehearsals, classes, away competitions, and local competitions?
Driving to competitions and to rehearsals, I actually loved it. It was one of my most favorite parts of being a dance mom, because it was the time that I got to spend alone with you, and we bonded, we played our music, we got pumped up.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun adventures in the car. We didn't typically bring dad and brother with us because, you know, that was sort of just time for you and I.
Yeah. What was it like socializing with other dance moms?
Experience with socializing with other dance moms was actually pretty good. There are dance moms that you know that you know, you right off the bat you're either going to click with or you're not going to click with. So you really have to, you know, decide and sort of pick your group. There are cliques. There's dancers that have cliques, and there's moms that have cliques for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who says that that's not, anybody who says it's not true, are lying.
You're lying.
You're lying. Wasn't a stage mom.
No.
There's a difference between dance mom and stage mom.
Yes.
So dance moms, for the most part, I made a lot of good friends. I love them dearly. Had maybe one or two experiences with some dance moms that you know, were not as pleasant. That's unfortunate, but for the most part, I think I had a great experience. Stage moms, stay away.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Let's just get right to it. Let's talk about the numbers. What was the most expensive dance year?
Most expensive?
Yep. Just get right to it, Mom. Just let them have it. Let them know what it costs to be a dancer.
15, 20,000.
15, 20,000. And what did that 15 to 20,000? I almost had a heart attack saying that. What did that total include?
That included your classes for the year, costumes, numbers, comp, entry fees, elastics, tights on tights on tights.
Yeah, I would always rip my tights.
Yeah, you always had to have a backup of at least, I would always have a backup of at least 5 pairs.
That's a lot of money. Appreciate you. Thank you. Love you.
If your dancer is not serious, don't spend the money.
Describe your life as a studio owner. For those of you who don't know, my mom did own a studio for quite some time, and then she had my little brother, so that came to an end, but it got passed on to a wonderful lady.
Loved owning the studio. We were at the studio 24/7 anyway, and I just thought, you know what, why not buy it and why not own it, and do the partnership with this dance teacher. I was, you know, very fond. I had a good friendship with this dance teacher, and so we did it, and it was hectic. It was a lot more work than I anticipated, so God bless you and thank you, dance studio owners.
Do you feel any pressure as a dance mom?
Feel pressure as a dance mom. I was there to support you, and you were going to learn at your own pace. You were going to succeed at your own pace, and as long as my focus and my concern was on you and you only, I didn't feel any pressure. You being a perfectionist and being so passionate, you were hard on yourself. So
oh, I'm so hard on myself.
If I had any pressure to feel, it was just to make sure that your mental state was always secure, confident, and that you were prepared for defeat, and you were prepared to take wins as humbly as you could as well.
So that I would always do when I got off stage, I would always ask my mom, like, okay, what do you think? Like,
and I was really honest.
She was brutally honest, but that's because, like she said, she was preparing me either for defeat or for a win, which is like not most dancers get that honest opinion from their parents. And I think that was a really important lesson that my mom was teaching me. Even till this day, you guys probably saw my New York vlog. That weekend was trash. It was not my best weekend, like, at all. And I'm like, yeah, I got over it, but at the same time, like, I put too much pressure on myself, where I was like, okay, like, you have to do well, like, this is your chance, like, this is your moment, all this stuff. And then I was too up in here that I forgot to live in here and just live in the moment and just take it for what it was, and not too focused on winning. But anyways, I would go to my mom after I got off stage, and when you compete, you're in a category, and if you have other competitors, like, you'd be in category, like, there would be like 2 to maybe 10. I would say, okay, what do you think? She would watch the whole category, watch the other ones, and say, this one was good, she had this and this and this, you did good as well. But if I did terrible, she'd be like, no, you didn't place, and this is why. So next time, so when you go into the studio, you work on it so that you can fix it for next time. And it worked.
Never sugarcoated anything.
No.
I had to keep it real with you because nobody else was going to.
Right. And this is what we do. We don't sugarcoat anything, even in daily life. Like,
if you killed it and I said you got first place, you got first place. If I say you didn't place,
yes,
this is why.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's a thick book.
It is a thick book. It is a pretty thick book. Thick. Okay. Why did you decide to push dance conventions instead of keeping me at the studio all the time?
Dance studio training is fantastic. I say do it. I say stay there. Or keep training in a studio setting. You're always gonna need technique training. Don't give that up no matter what. Try to be as versatile in every genre if you can. It was just your drive and your passion that was leading me to believe that you needed even more. For the commercial side of things and the performance side of things, you needed to go outside, you needed something else, and that's what actually led you to where you are today.
What point did you and Dad decide to give me full support with my career path? This career path.
This is easy. Since you were 3.
Since I was 3. And why? Since I was 3. What did I tell you when I was 3, Mom?
When you were 3 years old, you had said it to me, not your father.
Yeah.
But you had told Mommy, you're going to see my name in light. You had told me that you wanted to live in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And, you know, when your 3-year-old child says that to you, you kind of take it with a grain of salt because, you know, some little boys want to be Batman. Not too many 3-year-olds tell their parent that, you know, they're going to make it big one day. And so Dad and I sort of just always went with what you wanted. Always knew what you were going to do. You would always tell us, I'm going to live in the United States. I'm going to move to Hollywood. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, and you know what? You've never deviated from your course. You've never deviated from your plan. No. So, you know, it's...
I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Hey, here's a fun one. Okay, if you could describe me in 5 words, what would they be?
Ooh, 5 words?
Yeah, 5 words. And don't use the word short, because I get that a lot.
Passionate.
Ooh.
Loyal.
Ooh.
Feisty.
Yeah. Yes.
Determined.
Yeah.
Kind.
Oh, who wants to marry me now, huh? There you go. Thank you, Mommy. That is very, very nice. All right, you guys, there you have it. This is our first Drive with Mom video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and give this video some likes for my hot mom. How about that? Thumbs up, some likes. Turn on your post notifications to be notified whenever I post a video. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.